Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it could be fun to do a little plant tour video. So I've never actually shown you guys exactly what plants I have. You've probably only really seen a handful of them across my social media or here on YouTube. So I thought it would be fun to do a little tour and show you guys all of my plants. I just counted them and I have between 30 and 40 plants. In saying that, I live in a tiny, well, I mean, it's not tiny, but I live in a 2-bedroom unit. So I don't have a huge amount of space and I don't have a huge amount of areas in my place that have great lighting. So I don't have even half as many plants as what a lot of plant YouTubers do. But I thought it could be fun to give you guys a little insight to what I do have. So if that's something you're interested in, please keep watching. Okay, so first up we have my beautiful Monstera. She is one of my favorites. I did almost lose her last winter to root rot, but I managed to take a cutting and bring her back to life, which was absolutely amazing. I recently moved her to this position from my bathroom. So it had been quite a few months and she hadn't shot out another leaf since shooting out her last one, which was this one. So I was thinking maybe the lighting conditions weren't good enough in my bathroom. So I decided to move her out here to my living room, which is approximately that far from the window. Don't mind the dirty window, sorry. But I will show you where she was. So this is my bathroom. I did have her just there next to the toilet in this corner. There is a window there, but it is covered by a pergola outside, so it doesn't get a huge amount of light. So I moved her from there, especially now being winter. She wasn't getting enough light. So I've now moved her, sorry about the mess, out here to my living room where she gets some amazing morning light and obviously is loving it because I only moved her last week. Let me try and get a better angle. And she has already shot out another leaf. So obviously loving it here with the extra lighting. So I think I will leave her there for the foreseeable future and we'll just see how she goes. Next up we have my Singhania. I think I'm saying that right, also known as white butterfly or arrowhead plant, I think. As you can see, going absolute great guns. This is one of the first plants that we purchased when we moved into this place and it is still going strong. Very, very low maintenance. The leaves are absolutely beautiful. I only water probably once a month, if that even, maybe once every 2 months. Usually when she starts to get a bit droopy, I give her some water and she perks right back up. She literally shoots out leaves, I'm not even kidding, every single day. Even throughout winter, although it does probably slow down a little bit, but literally every day there is something new popping out, like numerous amount of leaves popping out. So I absolutely love this plant. So easy to look after and like such a fast grower as well. Like, as I said, continuously putting out new leaves. So what more could you really ask for? Then right here next to my Singhania, we have 2 snake plants. They are the ones that I repotted in my video, I think last week. You can find it on my channel. But that's another 2 of my beautiful plants. Again, I almost lost these ones to root rot, but I have now repotted. First of all, I put in some water to like let their roots grow, and then I've repotted them and they're going great guns. As you can see, this one has already shot up a little baby. So really happy with how they're going so far. Next we have my plant wall, which consists of 3 plants, so not really a plant wall, but you know what I mean. This is a spider plant which I grew from a cutting that a friend gave me. Then I've got my Tradescantia, I believe this one is called, or it is a member of the Tradescantia family. Sorry if I'm not saying that correctly, but this is one of my favorites as well. I absolutely love trailing plants. Anything trailing, give it to me. This one did have another stem which broke off, unfortunately, so I've now got that stem in water propagating. And then up here we've got my pothos, I don't know how people pronounce it, but aka devil's ivy, which I also grew from a cutting of a mother plant which was also suffering root rot. Yes, I am a sucker for root rot. I'm a sucker for overwatering, especially early on in my plant journey, so don't judge, but a lot of these plants have been victims of root rot, but they're going great now, so that's all that matters, right? We are now in my kitchen, and this is kind of what I call my propagation station, I suppose. These have all been propagated from plant cuttings. I've got, well, this is a failed attempt at growing string of pearls. This is my second failed attempt at string of pearls. If any of you know how to grow string of pearls, please comment down below, because I have tried twice and both times they have been a complete failure. So please let me know what I'm doing wrong. But these ones have all been grown from cuttings. So I've got pothos, my wandering dew. I don't really know the technical term for this. I think it is also a member of the Singhania family. This is one of my favorite plants. So easy to grow, so easy to propagate. It grows so fast. I will show you my mother plant shortly, but this is one of my all-time favorite plants. If you're like me and you love trailing plants, get on the wandering dew. It is absolutely amazing and so easy to grow. Perfect for beginners. We then have, whoops, a few succulents that I am currently, this was a failure, a few succulents that I'm trying to propagate, which are going fairly well. Then we've got my, sorry about my dirty windowsill, don't mind that. This is an air plant that a friend gave to me, but it just, I don't know, no matter what I do, I feel like it's dying, or if it's already dead, I don't know, but it's not getting any bigger. Yeah, if you've got any tips for air plants, please let me know, because that one just seems to be not happy no matter what I do. Then we've got some English ivy that I propagated from out the front of my house. And then we've got another succulent. This one has a name, I think. Well, I mean, they all have names, but I did know the name of this, but I've forgotten. I think it's known as the money plant. I could be wrong though. And then we've got a couple more propagating succulents here. And then in my planters here, I've got another spider plant that I propagated from a cutting, and then also more pothos cuttings, devil's ivy cuttings that I've grown, well, plants that I've grown from cuttings. I think eventually I will plant all these into one pot and make it one big bushy plant. Next up, we have my favorite little corner of the house. As you can see, a few plants on there. So this one here is, of course, my peace lily. Again, so easy to grow, very low maintenance. It has shot out a flower before, but that has since died off, but it's winter, so that's to be expected. Then I have a Zanzibar cutting that I was given from a friend. Now, I have some questions, guys, because this cutting I've had, I'm telling you, for over 12 months, and it's not growing, but it's not dying. So, and I've taken it out, I've looked at the roots, it's got healthy roots, but it's not growing and it's not dying. So I don't know what it's doing. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Then I have a cutting here that I've taken from my Singhania, sorry if I'm saying that wrong once again, which is ready to be potted. It's got some grey roots going on there, and it's even shot out a couple of leaves. Then I've just got a little aloe vera succulent. Then this is my newest plant to join the family. Of course, the Zanzibar. Because this cutting hasn't been growing, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go buy a plant. So I bought one. And then down here, we've got another wandering dew that I propagated from my mother plant, and then another Singhania plant that I've propagated, and another going great. As you can see, already shot out some leaves. Oh, where are you? There we go. And then down here, I've just got a little propagating station for my wandering Jew. But this is my favourite little corner. I'm now here in my bathroom. This is my parlour palm. This is the very, very first plant I ever bought, and look at her. She's still alive. I mean, she doesn't grow a whole lot. I don't know if that's to do with the lighting conditions here in the bathroom, but she seems to be happy, so I don't really want to move her. And I also just want some greenery in the bathroom, so I'm not going to probably move her. She's happy. She shot out 2 new leaves or stems in the last few weeks, so she's going okay. She just grows slow, but that's all right. So that is my parlour palm. We named her Fern because she was our very first plant. She was like our child, so we thought we would give her a name, and her name is Fern, and she's still going strong, so big pat on the back to me. So now we're heading outside. I've got the mother plant of my wandering Jew out here. She was inside, but she was looking a little unhappy, so I moved her out here, and since moving her outside, she's absolutely come to life. Like, look at her. I'm not even joking when I say she was a quarter of the size that she is now before I brought her outside, and that was a couple of months ago. So she is looking very pretty, if I do say so myself. But I will probably have to bring her inside at some point in the near future because it is winter here. Well, it's coming into winter here, so it will probably end up being too cold. But for now, she's absolutely loving it outside. There's another wandering Jew plant out here just sitting on our barbecue, just chilling. One that again was inside but wasn't looking super happy, so I have brought her outside and she is loving it. This is our little herb garden. When I say little, you can see it's very little. We just got this plant stand from Bunnings. I think it was like 30 bucks or something. But down here we have some Thai basil, then some rosemary, which is going absolutely amazing. I need to repot that because that pot is too small for it now. Then we've got some parsley, more Thai basil, and some thyme. Last but not least, these are on the middle of my kitchen table. This is an aloe vera plant, and then this is the cutting that I said that broke off from that plant there. The Tradescantia, I believe it's called. So that fell off of that mother plant, so I have now put it into water, and it is slowly but surely growing some roots. And this little baby, I spoke about this on my Instagram account not too long ago. So this aloe vera plant I've had for a good 2 years, and about 6 months after buying it, I noticed that it had no roots. So I'm not sure whether or not it had if it had no roots when I bought it, or if it suffered root rot while I had it, which would not surprise me because of my history. But anyway, I didn't know what had happened to this plant. It didn't have roots, but I couldn't bring myself to throw it out because it just wasn't dying. So it took about 2 years, but I put it in water and it eventually has shot out a root. And I'm not kidding. I've had this for 2 years without it having any roots. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it shot out a root. So miracles can happen. Never give up. Have faith and be patient. The key to growing plants. Okay, so that concludes my plant tour. If any of you have any questions regarding any of my plants, please feel free to comment down below. I will try my very best to help. I'm not a plant professional. I'm kind of just winging it. But if you guys want any advice or tips or anything like that, please comment down below. I will do my very best to help. But otherwise, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and turn on those notifications so you will be notified of my future videos. But until next time, I will see you later. Bye guys.